Dungeons & Drimbus is rated R for rude language, rough violence, and raunchy humor.
I do declare, here's what happened previously on Dungeons and Drimbus. The attorneys come face to face with the Abomination Beholder. After an all-out fight, they are finishing off the last remaining abominations, and Jessica feels a warm presence. One that reminds her of Frank. Before the abomination simply dispels. With that out of the way, the attorneys journey on, drawing ever nearer the spire and seeing more and more abomination squads. As they pass by a razed village, Viper decides to wild shape and do some recon. Not finding survivors, they continue on, but as Jessica looks over the town, she notices a flag. A flag bearing a bone crown. And Jessica Feltcher's signature. I do declare, Your Honor is back in session.
Afternoon of Friday, the 26th of winter. Jessica, you have just seen the flag bearing the bone crown and your signature.
Oh gosh, okay. And Jessica, out of the corner of her eye, kind of looks at the flag, is hoping that we're continuing to move at a fast enough pace in which no one will see that, because she doesn't need to set anyone's teeth on edge right before a very critical mission.
Why don't we all take a second to really look around, survey the surroundings? I'm kidding. Let's get the fuck out of here, okay?
Gosh, Monique, you had me for a second there. I appreciate that your humor is intact, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, well, we won't be intact for much longer, will we?
Speaking of that, I know we're not the biggest fan of how Lep has handled things recently. However, we need all the people we can get.
I have zero interest in continuing to work with them.
I mean, if you think that they will actually send people to help at this point, I have no problem with you contacting.
Yeah, if you think they'll actually do their job,
oh,
sure.
I didn't mean it quite like that, but essentially, yes.
I understand. I guess I don't know what you all saw in your visions in there, but Lucky was by my side in mine. And I know that they were probably just tests, and there's no, it could happen, it could not happen, but he was there. And I don't necessarily want, them to know everything or to be part of our team. I'm saying for when all hell breaks loose, if there can be trained, specialized agents to help try to rein it in, it can only help, is all.
Thomas, in your skull, you hear Bahamut's voice saying,
I feel as if it must be all or nothing. You cannot effectively collaborate with someone whilst withholding information.
Y'all hear that, or do you need me to translate?
Thomas is in the backseat with sunglasses on.
I heard a voice through a wall.
I would love a translation, probably.
So basically what Bahamut just said to me is it's either all or nothing. A collaboration might not be, a good idea.
I feel like that's not a direct translation.
No, I paraphrased a little.
Let me try to get in touch. Dearest Bahamut.
Oh, boy.
It's your disciple, Jessica.
Don't answer her, Bahamut. Don't answer her.
Could you please give me a direct translation of what you said? Because I feel Thomas is editorializing.
Don't say anything.
Jessica, roll a religion check for me.
Okay.
You need to get 500 to succeed.
It's a 10.
That's close.
Okay, so you don't hear a voice, but you feel a sense. You get a feeling, and you get the feeling of no.
My connection isn't very strong at the moment. I think there's bad reception out where we are. Maybe if we keep going in that direction and Jessica points where we need to go, but is also encouraging us to continue to move further away from the town, which I'm assuming is at least a nice fair bit in the distance.
All right, we all good to go, or
Yes,
do we wanna...
we can have this conversation as we're going. I just wanted to bring it up because I know we've been hurt.
Yeah, you know what? Call him so we can use him as fodder. How about that?
And I'll call Lucky.
You put your fingers to your ear, and you don't get an answer right away.
She looks hurt.
I'll give it another ring.
Okay, you ride on, and you give it another ring.
Viper, I really want to talk to you, but I can't just right now. I'll call you in a bit, okay?
Okay, I have really, really important news.
Is there anything I need to know right this second?
We're about to infiltrate the LLC, and Tiamat could be risen in a few hours, and everyone could die.
Give me... God damn it. Oh, anything pertinent, give me the bullet points right now. I'm sorry, I'm super held up with something right now.
It's all right,
Give me the bullet points right now, and I'll call you in a few minutes.
Okay. On Sunday, the soldiers of the solstice will be arriving to give us backup. We are currently heading towards the LLC where we will infiltrate and try to retrieve a few hostages potentially and try to stop the rising of Tiamat. And if Blue wants to stop the taking over of the world by this organization, it's either we win and they're gone, or we lose and they take over the world. So Blue can make his choice, but the more people, the better.
All right, we're 2 steps ahead of you, but I was going to call you later today anyways. I just can't talk right now.
All right, just call me as soon as you can, just so we can be on the same
All right,
page.
stay safe, please.
You too. Okay, tell Kit that we say hi and we hope he's all good.
Okay.
And
All right, bye. Okay, he said they're 2 steps ahead of us, which makes me think that we're going to see them there, whether it's us inviting them or not.
All right, great.
Well, that's fun.
As long as they ain't barking orders at us.
No, I do hope Mr. Herrera's all right and that we can see him soon.
As you journey throughout the day, you draw nearer and nearer to Mount Heartland. And as you do, you spot more and more of the abominations out and about. The weather is abysmal as you are pelted with sleet and thunder rumbles in the distance.
I would like to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Viper realizes that we could be very exposed and is like, oh wait, give me a second. And she kind of puts her hand to her temple and focuses really hard and starts to move her hands in such a way, and her snakes kind of wiggle. And then a shadow comes out of her and encapsulates the carriage.
And so you cast the shroud, and Monique gets a +10, bringing her up to a 30 for her stealth.
What
as
the?
you soldier on. The horses are beginning to struggle to push on through the slurry of water and snow.
I can't help but realize that the horses are quite tired. Can we keep moving like this?
How much closer are we to the spire?
I think it's going to be about another day, but we should definitely try and find a safe spot to rest, but it's too wet around here.
Is there a cave or something?
That's what I was going to say. Maybe there's a cave and we could make a fire?
I definitely think we can find one. We might need to keep traveling for a bit till we hit the actual
That's
rocky
okay.
parts of Mount Heartland. Right now, it's kind of open around here. And Jessica, as the cold and the elements batter you, you find yourself sneezing and coughing, and your nose is running. Strength seems to leave your body with little resistance. Please taking -1 to all of your stats.
Lovely.
Oh, Jessica, are you cold here? And you see Grisabeth pulls out a little blanket and puts it around you, Jessica. Ooh. She wipes the snot off on the blanket.
The icicle snot.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. Sorry, I'm so congested.
Are you feeling okay? Are you catching a cold or something?
I mean, it's icy as fuck out here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
I'm sorry. I think I just need to sleep.
And then I should be okay.
Well, we'll find a cave as soon as we can. All right, let's keep moving.
All right. Everybody give me a perception check. Jessica, roll it with advantage.
16.
21.
4.
19 for Barbara.
With advantage, Jessica's is a 13.
Thomas, Barbara, and Viper. You all notice something. As you continue to ride on, you know that populations tend to be sparse in these more mountainous regions. But eventually, you pass yet another burnt village. Thomas, Bahamut draws your attention. He says,
There it is again.
And as you all look out at the wreckage, it is again hard to see through the storm. But there is sleet and hail falling from the sky. The skies are gray and stormy, and you see smoke rising out of the embers of what was once this village. But for the three of you, you notice a flag flapping in the wind. And you could swear you see the image of a bone crown against a purple background with perhaps some sort of insignia under it, some scribble, but you can't quite make it out as you're processing the carnage and you're continuing to ride on in the sled.
Everyone, I think that we might be inadvertently following the trail of whoever's burning these villages, number one. Number two, does everyone else see that flag?
Jessica has been like wrapped up in the blankets, but she's like kind of listening and going in and out. And she's like, "What flag? What? No, I didn't notice a flag."
Oh, it's okay. And Grisabeth gives you a sip of tea.
Oh, thank you.
What flag? What are you talking about?
It was purple, and I mean, I couldn't see it very well through the snow, but it looked like Jessica's bone crown, if I'm not crazy. I mean, did anyone else see it, or was it just me?
No, I did see it, yeah.
Are they trying to frame you, Jessica?
Camera cuts to Jessica. The theme from Curb Your Enthusiasm starts to play.
Oh my God.
Grisabeth moves over to you, Gary, and she says,
Gary, did you see the flag?
I didn't.
I didn't either, but...
Oh, I see.
I mean, listen, I'll be honest. I know reptiles are even worse in the cold than normal people, so...
I saw the flag too. Bless you. I saw the flag too. You're not crazy. We saw the flag. We're gonna keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the
I
flag
believe
thing.
you guys. Let's keep going.
and then she leans into you again, Gary, like whispering to you, and she goes,
Do you think they replaced is Jessica actually Jessica?
Oh, God.
What?
Do not get his paranoia going.
Stirring the pot.
Are you
Stirring the
creating
pot.
conspiracy theories within the fucking...
Maybe Viper just tasted one of her poisons and she's hallucinating.
Not Gary being the voice of reason.
Oh my
What is
God,
happening
that's so
here?
true. Do you remember when we tried moonberries in college, Gary?
And you've been kind of taking care of Jessica. So Jessica's kind of next to you and she goes, "Moonberries? That sounds like a good time. Did you two have fun?"
Oh, Jessica, don't.
and you see she puts the blanket on you, but with less care this time and more suspicion.
And she's like, you just rest your little head.
Yeah, and she kind of wipes your forehead, and she goes, "Oh my God,
She's really warm.
Yeah, Barbara's gonna kind of take over for Grisabeth. Be like, yeah, if you guys, I'll take her from here. Go ahead and.
You keep an eye on her. She shouldn't be that warm right now. Ow.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little concerned. I don't know if this is just this, and she's like gesturing to the weather outside and everything. She's, I've seen her in the cold before, and I mean, she did almost die that last time too. But this is a little more concerning.
All right. Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me. I'm literally right here.
Well, need a lot of things, Grizz, but thank you so much. Okay, come on, bud. And she's gonna like lay Jessica as best she can. Like she can put her head in her lap. She's like, all right, just lay.
Hey, can anyone switch out with me? I'm feeling pretty tired.
Yeah, I got you, but I could appreciate if someone could be next to me. Since it's very cold, my reaction time might be a little slower.
I'll help you out. Gary will come to the front.
Here you go. Bahamut, blessings. And Jessica, like in her kind of like state that she's in, will cast guidance and give you Bahamut's blessing. And once before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of your choice.
I appreciate that, Jessica. Thank you.
And you continue on. Gary and Viper, you sit up at the front navigating. You see in the distance what seems like will probably make a decent cave, or at least there are a number of options up ahead. It's just going to take you a little bit further to get there. And as the day draws on, the sun now passes its zenith. You see the now ominously familiar mark of smoke rising in the distance through the sleet storm.
Oh dear.
Cautiously, You draw off to the side of the road, as you have before noticing that this is not another raised village. It is instead a solid gold sled, similar to yours. The canopy is alight in flames, and it seemed to be carrying crates of cargo, many of which have splintered apart. 2 horses lay dead on the ground, and through the snow you can make out a shape. No, 2 shapes. One seems to be a lion-like humanoid with wings, and it is sprawled out on its back in a fight with a shadowy abomination. What do you do?
I think he needs our help.
Yeah, I think so too. Jessica, I think that you might want to stay here, and I'm going to put my hand on her forehead and cast resistance, which is like guidance but for saving throws instead.
And Jessica will put her hand on your forehead and go, Bahamut is with you, my child, and will also cast resistance.
Viper's gonna chuckle nervously and be like, okay, thank you. All right. Stay safe, Jessica. And then start to move forward.
Roll for initiative.
6.
11.
Oh, you and Grisabeth got the same.
Aww.
Adorable.
Together forever.
I got a 3.
Jessica rolled a 7.
Barbara, are you participating in this?
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Grab Grizz's crossbow and fucking shoot that thing.
Barbara, you are up first as your eyes lock on to these 2 figures in a tussle ahead of you.
Son of a bitch. And going to Grizz real quick to be like, borrowing this.
Oh my god, okay. I get you your own.
Gary literally said to do it, so you can't get mad at me. Can she make out the figures?
Yeah, you see on the ground, laying flat, is this kind of lion-like humanoid who is being attacked by the abomination atop it.
Hot. Okay. Barb is gonna knock the bows, and she's gonna aim, obviously, for the abomination, especially that it's distracted. I would love to attack 4 times, because you know that's what I like to do.
Okay, do your thing, girl.
Thank you! Okay, I got 25, 21, 19, and 17.
All of those hit. Roll for damage and describe how you shoot these 4 bolts.
Barbara is gonna get out of the carriage and she's gonna start knocking these arrows, and she does a total of 30 damage as each one of the arrows hits a different spot on the abomination, ideally distracting it, and then I guess now she's gonna be faced with the abomination. So
yeah, you loose them all so quickly, and they all tear through different spots on the torso, leaving these massive gaping holes. You almost expect it to just dissipate on the spot, as it was already looking somewhat rough. But then you see some of that smoke and energy come back and reform and enter the body again. Once again, almost as if for some reason this is not dealing the full damage that you would anticipate. But it does seem to be a very palpable hit on the abomination as it lets out a and then its head turns over its shoulder, becoming aware of you. But before it can do anything, everyone else is in motion because you are all getting a surprise round on this.
Hey, wow. Thanks, God.
Monique is the first to come running, pen daggers in hand. As the abomination kind of turns to look, she flattens herself into the snow, and you see her army crawling through, comes back up with the daggers, and just kind of puts all this spite and energy into it as you see the dagger alight, and she tears through one half of the abomination up diagonally. You see its torso begin to slide off of its bottom half, and then she brings it back up through the other side, creating a giant X in its body. You see she gets hit with that burst of energy as she draws near, taking damage. However, as she does that second slice, you see the abomination unfurl, the smoke dissipate, and explode.
Nice.
Monique takes that blast, kind of tumbles into the snow. She goes,
oh my god.
Everyone okay?
All thanks to you.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh shit. Did I do it?
Yeah, you fucking did it, and it was cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Somebody go help that guy.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, and she falls back in the snow.
Viper would like to approach the lion.
Yeah, so you see it is a humanoid. It looks to have the head and mane of a lion with these large curling ram's horns and then large leathery wings. And it is sprawled out on the ground. It goes, thank you.
Yes, of course. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I apologize for not pulling my weight more in that encounter?
Oh, no. I mean, you had your hands full. Pause. I'm not sure.
I owe you a debt of gratitude. My name is Lionel.
Hello. My name is Viper.
Pleasure to meet you. Oh, see similar naming schemes for the two of us.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your assistance back there. Thank you, She-Devil, I assume your name is, or something like that?
Her name is Monique, actually.
Monique, okay, she does not have cool naming scheme. Okay. He's talking to you, but he's already given you his back as he goes back to the sled. And he's like,
oh, wait, hold on. Is the sled still on fire?
The canopy is, yeah.
Okay, I would like to use my Control Flames cantrip to move the fire from the canopy to, like, a bit of snow.
Gorgeous, yeah, you do so. He goes, oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't, like, undo the damage it's already caused, but...
Yes, this will not be good. It is fine. I owe you something. Are you in need of anything?
Hold on. What are you doing here, man?
I'm out for work. Otherwise, I would not be through here. It is getting bad, no?
What are you, delivery man?
Well, obviously, I think this must be the delivery supplies that we had asked from the people.
He hears like mumbling from off towards the sled, and he goes, oh, you have sled as well.
Yes,
You're soldiers of Solstice?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Hello, well, like I said, I am Lionel, but you might know me as the Armorer.
I told you.
I think you have presents for us.
He says, well, I don't have presents for you unless I was set to deliver to Southeastern Spire by Mount Heartland.
That's where we're headed, yep.
Well, I have good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Probably the bad news? Yeah.
Okay, bad news. These things, and he looks around, but there's nothing left of the abominations. He goes, okay, there were 3 of them. These things, they did quite a bit of damage to my cargo. They requested a lot from me. I had it, most of it. A lot of it is gone, but I will give you whatever I have left.
Okay. And, the good news?
Oh, the good news is I still have some items that are very...
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
I am the good news.
Great.
And you see he grabs like a crowbar up off the ground and he jams it into like between the lid and the body of the crate. And then just like when someone pops a bottle cap off using a counter, he just like... And you see the top of the crate go flying off.
Oh my goodness. That was... Despite the freezing temperatures, Jessica has to kind of like lift the blanket and fan herself.
You see the hairs on the back of the creature's back kind of stand on edge, almost like a sixth sense, and he turns and makes perfect eye contact with you despite being a ways away.
Jessica will raise an eyebrow and in her kind of delirium winks.
So really you just see Jessica blink.
Yeah.
He turns around and he starts rummaging through the crate and goes, oh shit. And you see he pulls out this beautiful, like reinforced woven cloth black dress armor that has just been absolutely shreked. And he tosses it off to the side. He goes, and he continues to rummage through, and then he looks over his shoulder to Viper and he goes, your witch friend, she is single?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, very cool. And he continues to rummage through. He pulls out like this big, it looked like this super heavy crossbow that was made to be like mounted to someone's body with a harness, almost like a portable like ballista, something like that.
Damn.
Again, just busted. And he goes, fuck.
Way to just like give us a dream I didn't even know I had just to rip it away. Like,
he's showing us
wow.
all the things that we could have had if we did something differently.
He holds up on one clawed finger because he has big, beefy hands. So like
Yeah, he does.
his finger is like the size, like it's thicker than the width of like the average person's nose. And he holds up on the claw a blue wig. He says, wig? Who wants wig?
Oh yeah, Barbara.
Yep. And Barbara's gonna come running.
And he like drops the wig on your head, basically.
Thank you so much.
He continues rummaging through and he says, okay, the magical weave has been damaged a little bit, but this should still work. And he throws something, but you don't see anything. And then you just see the snow like gets displaced a little bit. He goes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Nice.
5, 6.
Oh, perfect.
That's not as fun.
Sweet.
You know what that is, yes?
Yes, he's gonna feel around for them. Gary's gonna feel around.
You see Gary, it looks like he's looking for his glasses. He's like,
Glasses, I mean, like blankets.
be warned. Look, they are good, they are effective, but they are slightly damaged, so use them with caution.
Okay.
Okay. You see, he starts throwing out, like, you just see scraps of metal. He's like, God damn it, I made all these. And then he pulls out a whetstone. So it is just this, like, sharp, rectangular block of metal. And he holds up the whetstone. You see it has, like, these bluish, greenish, like, sparkles in them almost. And he says, okay, I had brought, like, big arsenal for everyone. Unfortunately, I think this is the only thing that really survived. I apologize.
Thinking most of us can use that.
Yeah, what does it do?
It is magic whetstone. You use for roughly 30 minutes, an hour. It will make the attacks magical.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Can be used on bolts, arrows, swords, whatever you wish.
Excellent. Is there like a maximum amount of weapons you can use this on?
Unless you roll like a natural 1, then maybe you break it. I don't know. It's other than that, it's good to use. It's very durable.
This is fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then he keeps looking through. You see, he tosses out, like, there are, like, busted, like, pauldrons and other shit. And he goes, I'm so sorry. All of this shit got fucked up. Oh, here we go. The horsey key. And he pulls out this little snow globe. You know what this is, yes?
A fucking cheap knick-knack? What?
No, I can do example?
Yes, please. Please do.
And he walks up to Tony, Popcorn, and Meg. And they all, like, look at him. And he goes, oh, okay, they do not like me. It's fine. And he goes over to his dead horses. And he goes, okay. And you see it flashes. And the snow, like, goes flying inside the snow globe. And then you just see the 2 dead horses in the snow globe. They disappear from the ground and are miniaturized in the snow globe, rotating around. And he says, so, you bring horsey, you miniaturize, and then you... And then the horses come back out. Like, the bodies fall in the snow.
Oh, wow. So, like, it can't work on humanoid creatures, no?
It's only for horses.
All right. Well, very helpful, though. Thank you.
Can they breathe in the water thing?
Oh, yes. It's breathe, it is sustaining. It's like living inside of a saline. Like, it has nutrients in the water. It's perfect. It's a little aquarium.
Okay.
Wait, but they were dead.
Oh, yes, they are dead already. But if they were alive, they'd be fine. They become seahorses.
I see.
Right, yeah. I mean, well, anything will help. Yeah, great.
I think that's everything I have.
Oh, no. That's everything?
I'm sorry.
And he starts searching through the crates.
What are
My boots!
Hey!
My boots!
Hey, wait! And as you begin to look through, you do find a busted pair of boots, but not before you sort through a giant stack of Orc Daddies Volume 1 through 15. Used.
Gary takes his head out of the crate, and you see, like, books stuck to him, like his face.
No!
I think this kind of weighs you down a little bit. You know, you don't think this kind of slowed you down?
It is important to be entertained on the road. And he starts grabbing the magazines.
Magazines?
Paperback.
And one of them that's stuck to your face, like, stays stuck, and the page rips, and he goes, no! And you just see, like, half of a full-page spread of Voldrin Jr., like, laying on the sand. Oh no, this was limited edition. And he puts the ripped page back inside.
I'm so sorry. Sir, if your horses are dead, how are you going to get back?
Oh, yeah, he's coming with us, yeah.
He points at the giant leathery wings on his back. He goes, I will be fine.
Just so you know, we have fought other shadowy, gross things that were flying, so I would keep an eye out.
Oh, yes, I see many in this area. It is getting very bad.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you seen, like, burnt villages on your way?
Plenty, yes.
Oh, dear.
This is recent, though. This is only in the last handful of days.
And you've seen it, like, after they've already burned, I'm assuming. You haven't seen anyone burning.
I saw one in the process of the burning.
Really? What did you see?
The monsters attacking the shadow guys.
Oh, the abominations.
Yeah, that's those things.
You didn't see, like, anyone else, just the shadows?
Nope.
All right, thank you.
Yes. You are all equipped, right? You don't You are safe?
Yeah. Did you see a cave on your way over here that looks like it'll be...
Well, I was heading that direction, so I haven't passed yet,
I
but
see.
I stop at cave about 20 minutes that way.
Okay.
Yes. Your friend does not look to be doing well. The goth witch.
Yes,
Excuse me, handsome.
No, excuse me. I seem to have dropped this. And he leans over you in the sled and picks up a crossbow.
Ooh.
And Jessica, like half asleep, reaches her hand out and like runs her fingers through, I assume, the fur on his chest.
And you just hear...
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go a little more that way.
Honey, isn't that your crossbow? Oh, no, I got mine. He literally just threw his on the ground so he could reach over Jessica. Look, it's not for me. I'm a little more old-fashioned, but whatever the kids are into these days, that's fine, I guess.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
I'm just going to look at the party aside from Jessica and give her her flirtatious moment and be like, we should probably let them know that we got the shipment, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, now that you've, delivered your stuff, you're probably going to go now? Or are you going to still go to the spire?
Well, only people I was supposed to meet were you, so...
But how are you gonna fly there with your collection sitting here in the box?
Oh, he could probably fit that in his hands.
I load in. You see, he goes over and he digs his claws into the sides of the box. And he goes, and he deadlifts it up to his pelvis. He goes,
Oh my gosh. Such strength. And I'm so weak.
And he goes, okay, you are good to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine. You see, he kind of leans back. He says, if you still live after whatever it is you're doing, come find me, witch lady.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry about that.
And he squats and then jumps while beating his wings. And you see...
Wow.
And it's very stuttery flight, but he seems to be making his way through the storm and then catches a really strong gust of wind and begins to glide.
Okay. Onward to the cave?
Yeah.
Bless you, Jessica.
Thank you. Gosh, I'm so tired.
Bring it in and let's get going and we can eat around the fire in the cave.
All right.
We're halfway there. This is the halftime ad with Daddy G.
Hey everyone, Daddy G coming back at you, and I got kept up half the night last night. I just had this deep, uneasy feeling. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. When I was younger, on nights that I couldn't sleep, I'd just go out for a drive, maybe hit the gym, sit on the beach for a while. My insomnia was just the worst. But last night, I got out of bed. I slipped on my super comfy Your Honor hoodie from drimbus.com/merch, now featuring the updated Your Honor logo. Then I went downstairs. Then I came back upstairs because my feet were cold, so I slipped on my Merry Pissmas socks, also from drimbus.com/merch, believe it or not, and went back down. I sat on the couch with my Drimbus collection throw pillows. You're never gonna guess from where. Drimbus.com/merch, check it out. And, I began just writing down my thoughts. Obviously in my Drimbus collection notebook from drimbus.com/merch. And after I got my feelings out on the page, everything just mellowed out. I feel like half the time the world wants you to believe it's coming to an end. And I'm here to tell you, dear listener, that it just isn't true. If you're feeling scared or anxious, then just know that...
You're right. The end times are nearly here.
Ow! What the... Scrumples, you hear that? Listen to me, whoever you are. I don't know why you keep calling or how you're taking over these airwaves, but you're wrong. If I've learned anything from my son, the beautiful Nicky B, it's that you can always fight for a better world. And this fear-mongering, you're trying to...
I'm sorry, Daddy G, but you've had your time. It's a time for me, Gaddy D, to share the true news with the patrons. So listen up, you smelly, smelly boys. The end times are coming. They're nearly here for each and every one of you. Jerry Benetatos, Queso Loco, Greta and Beignet, they're coming. Alex Gapes My Ass, Ace Andrews, Regina Russell, they're coming. Sam Olivos, Jordan Cobb, The Unnamed Rogue, NB Star, Doubtful Guest, Michael Richters, Davis Walden, Danny Doudrop, Myth Mouse, they're coming. Callie Wolf, Brandon M. Bishop, Bridge, Twiglets, Joanna, Stan Sitzman, Scrambles, the Death Dealer, they're coming. Erin Adams, Nathan Mesnard, Rue Thanatos, Melissa Rain, Sensational, Butts Aplenty, Normally Me, Dane Kohoff, The End Times Are Coming. Loon, Faust, the Heavenly Demonic Monster, David Carlton, Tracy Baby, Elastic Band, Hoodie Gang Sheep, Luke Vermin, MV Carr, Vico Cocorico, Alisa Barron, Jan, Scottish Alpaca, and yes, you, Kiara Bouye. So now I thank you for supporting the show. Listen to these last smelly episodes while you still can. I hear episode 136 is the big finale.
You all regroup, you begin to divvy up the loot, and you begin to sharpen your items on the whetstone. You see that it leaves a slight affectation on the weapons that get sharpened on it. But a fair bit later in the day, you come to a stop inside of a cave.
Yay!
The horses just collapse and rest and kind of graze on whatever is nearby, like the dead grass, just as they breathe heavily.
Cast bonfire.
Thomas, you get war flashbacks to when Gary cast bonfire underneath you while you were on a horse. And you all catch your breath and steel yourselves for what lies ahead.
Jessica, come closer to the fire.
Okay. And Jessica kind of like hobbles over to the fire, still holding onto the blanket that she was given. And she's going to cast Prestidigitation on the blanket. And she's going to warm the cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Yeah, Jessica, you feel a bit better, but not too much better.
Can Viper make a medicine check to see if she can, recognize the symptoms?
You certainly can make a medicine check.
17.
It is hard to tell at this stage, particularly because of the conditions that you've been traveling in.
Right.
This looks like it could be a flu. However, if it is a flu, it is a very nasty. And so you certainly begin to develop your suspicions that this may be the Meyer plague.
Gary?
Yeah.
Can I sidebar with you for a moment?
Okay.
How is the Maya plague transmitted from person to person?
I'm Janet.
I know the Meyer flu is supposed to be pretty contagious, yeah.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
I think Jessica might have it.
Nasty.
I see.
And this is pretty close quarters. So if that is the case...
Guess we gotta burn her.
No, I don't think we need to do that quite yet. We are working on more cures. Perhaps we should wear face coverings or something when we're around her?
Yeah.
Should we tell Jessica? I think that's what she has. Because that can be quite rattling for a person to realize that. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want her to carelessly spread it around, so I think she should know.
And Viper's snakes are going to cover her mouth and nose a little bit and create a little, covering.
Yeah.
And she's going to walk over to Jessica and kind of kneel down and be like, hey, Jess. Hey, Jess, can you hear me? Listen, I think you might be getting the Maya flu situation. So we're going to take precautions and we're going to take care of you.
Okay, I'm not sure what the Meyer Hall Theater at Dreyfus School of the Arts in Palm Beach County has anything to do with this.
No, darling, the sickness that we've been worried about them spreading.
Oh.
And Viper, you suddenly hear...
Oh, All right, give me a moment, Jessica, but relax and rest.
You can put me somewhere else. That's okay.
No. Stay by the fire. It's okay.
No, I'm gonna get you all sick. No. And Jessica starts to try to crawl away from the fire and out of the cave.
Barbara, please. I need to take a call. Can you, please?
I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip up a cloth we can wrap around her mouth.
Yeah, Viper, you answer the call here.
Hello?
Lucky.
Viper, it's good to hear your voice. How
It's
are
good to hear from you too. Is everything all right?
Yeah, we're just really busy here. Tell me, so what'd you end up finding out?
So...
Wait.
And
Oh.
Viper looks to Gary.
I don't think you're talking to fucking Lucky.
And she covers her ear, question mark?
I think you're talking to the enemy.
We love suspicions.
Hello?
Can I make an insight check to see if it sounds fishy or if I think that I should be, like, is it even possible for the enemy
Yeah,
to
give me an insight check to see if you feel confident that that's
chip
Lucky.
is in my head. Like, I don't know how. It's a 20.
Viper, you're pretty certain that this is Lucky.
Yeah. Gary, I understand the concerns, but this is a chip in my head. Unless the LOC has taken over LEP already, I don't think that's a concern. But I understand we should question everything. I understand.
Yeah.
Hearing this, we cut over to Grisabeth, who is between Barb and Thomas, and she looks at Thomas and she goes,
Hey, Mr. Phelps.
Yes.
You met all the people up there on the LEP, right?
I think so, yes.
What was your read on them? Obviously, my exposure to them hasn't been very nice, but...
I mean, Lucky definitely seems like a good one, a good seed. Definitely in the same boat as Tiro in terms of trying to do good, but I don't know. Blue and how he runs things, I mean, everyone else is a little too, as we saw not too long ago.
Any system that has unchecked power lends itself well to corruption.
That's what I'm saying, Bahamut. That's what I'm saying. I agree.
It is important to have systems to balance everything out.
That's right. Yeah, they need more systems.
What if they're using a disguised voice spell and that's not really Lucky? What if that is Hector? Am I crazy?
Well, yes, but I don't know if that's relevant right this moment.
You see Gary starts pulling out red string and drawing on the cave walls.
Gary, you're not crazy, but the time it would take for her to find out about LEP, to find out where their base is, to find out how to get there, and to infiltrate...
This is supposed to be an intelligence agency, and it feels like they have no information, and it's weird.
And then you hear in your head,
Viper, what do I have to do to convince you? Look, if you don't want to deal with us, I'll leave you alone.
No, Lucky, it's all right. Obviously, we're a little on edge right now.
I mean, what are they even doing if they have no idea what's going on?
It's not that they have no idea, Gary. It's that it's important to have a exchange of information, that's all. Lucky.
Yes.
So, we have got more and more evidence that the rising of Tiamat is imminent. And our priority is to stop the rising of Tiamat, recover Gary's son, and any other hostages they might have.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to be in communication with you because I don't... Everything is kicking into gear up here, and I can't say much. But we know the meeting is the night of the 1st, correct?
Viper, you know this is no longer true.
Oh, I'm going, instead of saying correct, I'm gonna let him finish everything he knows.
Okay. So he goes,
We know the meeting is the night of the 1st. Like Figglesbottom said, we're working on something big, but it's a bit of a gamble.
What are you working on?
and then you hear like footsteps, and you hear a door closing.
Long story short, Agatha seems to be highly invested in this, the siphon technology, right?
Right.
So, we're building something that can put a cork on that. Rather than fight the very essence of someone just for them to call back more, we can contain that essence, removing it from the pool altogether. Now, that alone might not stop her, but we can't... Oh, hold up.
And you hear Lucky go and open a door. Barbara, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
What?
I beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon.
That's a 15.
Okay, Barbara.
No, you fucking slut.
As you sit around the campfire, an odd sensation washes over you yet again.
Another.
It is constricting. Your joints stiffen and your thoughts hitch, yet it is warm. Almost loving. Like an ethereal hug. A voice suddenly rings in your head.
Hello, dearie.
No. Can I move my body or no?
It is very difficult. You cannot move much. You can kind of shake your joints a little bit, but you cannot move.
Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared.
Okay. Barb is staying completely quiet and completely still, as to not alarm anyone else either.
No response?
Mm-mm.
You hear a sigh reverberating through your skull.
I've missed you, Barbs. Say something.
Lucky, is everything okay? Well,
I know you've seen my messages, love. Why won't you just come talk to me? I have been waiting for you, Barbs. Please, just say something. Anything, dear, please.
Barb is gonna just try and make eye contact with someone else in the group who probably won't. So not Gary, because he'll lose his mind.
I mean, you're taking care of me, right?
I'm taking care of Jess, but you mush right now. I'm sorry, there's no offense.
Is Monique helpful? I wish that Viper wasn't preoccupied.
I know, I would like a Viper, but
yeah.
Monique is, I don't trust that bitch, I don't trust her. But I'm gonna look at Monique. Fuck, I don't trust her. I'm gonna look at Monique. I hate my life. I'm gonna try and make eye contact with Monique.
Monique rolled a 3, so she does not notice.
All right, Barb is gonna quietly suffer in silence, having made no eye contact with anyone.
Look, I know I pushed you too hard, too fast, my love. I understand this now. But it's only because I wanted to see you rise to greatness. We can take a step back. I'll protect you, like I always have.
At this point in time, Jessica, who is wrapped in the blankets and is kind of coming in and out of consciousness as she's resting, is kind of going to look up at Barb and just go, Barbara, thank you for taking care of me. Always. I just wanted to say I love you.
I hate you so much for doing that right now. Why would you choose this moment, you fucking slut? That's so fucked up. Barb is quiet. Barb has no words. There are no words.
That's okay. Jessica's kind of Jessica's still in and out. So she doesn't necessarily know what she's saying, nor does she really know if you're saying anything back.
Mm-hmm.
There is a long hanging silence. And that constricting feeling, it's almost like you can feel a heartbeat within it, a heartbeat that quickens almost. It is like you can feel Haggie's feelings almost. And she says,
Come back to me.
Can Barb punch herself in the face?
You try to move your arm to punch yourself in the face and your arms cannot move.
Oh, well, can't really go back to someone when you can't fucking move anyway, so... that's a no.
You close your eyes and you feel the constricting tighten. Not painfully so, but just this feeling of tension. And you hear
I must say, this is very disappointing, Barbara. But all relationships have their rough patches. I understand it's natural to wonder what else the world has to offer. But I'm the best you'll ever have.
Abusive bitch.
And then you hear,
For you, dearie, I'd put the moon on a string.
Viper, you suddenly hear thudding, a crash, and screams from your communicator.
What the? Oh, shit!
And it cuts out.
Oh my god, moon on a string. Moon on a string! Moon on a string!
Barb,
I don't know what I just heard.
you feel the constriction release.
You guys, I think something just happened to Lep. Lucky just cut out and there was a crash and there was screaming.
Hagatha has Lep. Hagatha.
What?
It's Hagatha.
What?
It's Hagatha.
What do you mean?
It's her.
And as you say that, all of you, from within the cave, your eyes are immediately drawn to the moon in the distance, just beginning to rise in the sky. Faster than it can rise, it begins to sink. Streaks of fiery orange trailing behind it. The orb rotates, exposing the glass dome over Lep as the moon quite literally falls from the sky.
This has been Your Honor. Your Honor features the vocal talents of Nicholas Benetatos as Gary Mogbile, Amanda Fernandez-Acosta as Barbara, Nicholas Palazzo as Thomas Phelps, Michael Pisani as Jessica Feltcher, and Hannah Schooner as Viper. The rest of the world is voiced by your DM, Giancarlo Herrera, with editing by Hannah Schooner and Giancarlo Herrera, and sound design by Giancarlo Herrera. If you'd like to support the show, consider checking out the links in the show notes, or go to patreon.com/Drimbus, where you can get access to hours of bonus content, exclusive merch, the chance to play with the crew, or submit items to the show, or have NPCs named after you. Oh, and don't forget to leave a review or make a post using hashtag Drimbus to be entered for the chance to win a free Dungeons & Drimbus sticker. Thank you all so much for listening, and I do declare we'll see you all next week.